Hi everyone, HSJ here from extro.gg. I have with me a TacShack R5 Ultra carbon fiber mouse weighing at 39 grams and 120 length. So I've been using it for the past couple of days, and I thought I was observing how well the mouse is made actually, and I thought why not use this as an opportunity to appreciate its build quality and everything. And I'm also planning to get started to make review videos of a lot of products that I have and that I also sell on my website extro.gg. So this is not going to be an in-depth comparison or a very long in-depth review. This is going to be half understanding the specifications and half how those specifications have felt towards me, although I think this is what a review is called. Let's get started. It's a 120 mid-humped mouse weighing at 39 grams. Although it's carbon fiber, I did not notice a lot of slippery feeling. My hands are actually a little warm right now, so it's not, it's grippy right now. Getting started with, I think the best thing would be build quality as a whole. At lower or ultra light mice, what we often see is either the shell or the back side of the mouse flexes a little bit, but I did not notice it anywhere on my unit at least, although it has a lot of holes. And I think when I look inside the structural body through the holes, I feel it would have flexed a little bit, but to my surprise it did not. Moving forward to the clicks, the scroll wheel and the side clicks are actually perfect. Yeah, if I have to just put it in one word, it's perfect. There is zero wobble, there is very less pre-travel, almost none, and then there is there is almost zero post-travel either. There is zero post-travel, not even almost zero. Moving forward to the scroll wheel, I think this is similar to what we see in Logitech G Pro X Superlight. Again, the steps were well made. There is zero side to side wobble in scroll wheel, but there is one thing, the distance travel for the MM3 click is actually very less. Although the click worked, but I felt I didn't feel that it was responsive enough. If I am using a click, I should feel that I have clicked it right. My mind was not able to recognize at what time I basically clicked the middle mouse button. It could be because I use my ergonomic mouse and it has a very stiff, very hard to press. A lot of force is required for this click, although the bounce back from the click itself is good enough for me to feel it being responsive. I think that's missing from this one. I'm doing it right now, and even after that I sometimes don't realize when I have clicked it. Moving forward, side buttons, again very well made, no mushiness as such. It feels very, very crisp. But there is indeed one thing I noticed. I think you'll be able to see it because of the light reflection now. The clicks are actually pointing out from one angle, exactly from the middle. If you see, I haven't noticed this happen on any other mouse, at least that I have used. All ergonomic mice have flat clicks. I have used in the past 1 month ATK0, Mad G, some other mouse that I can't remember right now, but yeah, sure. But in the past as well, I've used a lot of mid-humped mouse similar to this shape. They don't have this thing being pointed out. If I touch it from my index finger, it feels a little weird, although I wasn't able to notice anything in the game. It could be a plus point for you if this pointy things warns you that you're about to misclick, which is actually very irritating in the game since there is very less distance because of the height. So a lot of times what happens with Superlight or let's say ATK0 or Mad R1 is people misclick this area. It's up to you. If you take it in a positive sense, then great. If not, then unlucky for you. What else is left? Polling rate, yeah, a very, very important topic, although I'll talk about sensor first, then polling rate. Sensor implementation, great. I was playing at 8K hertz, although my PC doesn't even support properly. But anyways, I was playing at 8K hertz, I was playing at 1K hertz. I didn't notice any difference. However, the mouse feels very crisp from the moment I clicked on the head of the enemy or the characters in game. It felt very, very crisp. Everything was super responsive. I did not at all feel, the movement was floaty anywhere. This being a 3950 sensor, I keep motion sync off in the game. I believe I feel a little delay, or you can say input lag. Could be my brain telling me to do stupid things, but anyways, moving to polling rate, which is a con in this mouse. It did not go to full 8000 hertz at all. I will paste the screenshot of 8K and 4K hertz polling rate test using the Razer software. When on 4K it went till 3900. When on 8K it did not go above 6600 at all. If you are used to 8K, this might be a big con for you, although I recommend using on 1K or max to max at 2K hertz polling rate. A dedicated section for shape and grip style, because I feel shape is king. Everybody knows that. If you're not able to hold the mouse comfortably to your grip style liking, everything else is just waste. Doesn't matter the weight, clicks, implementation, anything else, everything is waste. So coming to the shape, I feel two things stand out in this mouse, and I'll talk about it. But before that, basics. This is a ambidextrous mouse with mid hump, however lower height mid hump, not the same as G Pro Superlight. I think that's a little more than this. I found this mouse to be very close to Lamzu Maya. I think that's at 120 mm as well, and Maya X is at 125 mm. The two things that I want to say that stands out, one I've already shared, is the front right side that flares out. It allows my ring finger to rest properly. The same goes if I was using this as a palm grip user. It has certain area for me to rest without misclicking. Second thing is this has curved sides, which is very important in a gaming mouse. I don't understand why somebody makes these box shape flat sides mouse. This is one of the prototypes that we were testing earlier, and two reasons we rejected is, one is it has a lot of wobble, if you can notice. Second is this does not has curved side. This is flat side. So I mean, this is easier to claw grip, aggressive claw, but my hand becomes very stiff. I sometimes feel I'm not in full control of the mouse, and I've noticed this with a lot of pro players. And if you notice, the biggest and the best gaming mouse company in the world, Zowie, all of their mice have curved sides. You can just flip it from the bottom to be able to see it properly. But anyways, two things that stands out other than this being an ambidextrous mid-humped mouse. So yeah, that is what I wanted to say. Moving forward, the way I grip this mouse is claw. You can also grip this palm. I don't think anybody with my or smaller hand size than mine, which is 19.5 by 9 or 9.5, will be able to fingertip grip this properly without touching the back of the mouse to their palm. Even after that, if you do claw and palm, this leaves a little perfect amount of space for me to micro adjust. The space that's required to be left is here, right above palm. These are the three touch points of a mouse. That's very important. 1, 2, and the third is somewhere right below your knuckle. It doesn't touch it below the knuckle properly. So yeah, it leaves the perfect amount of space for me to micro adjust. Even if you were playing as a palm grip user, it would leave very well space for that. I think I forgot to mention that the mouse has mechanical switches, not optical switches. I don't know whether you'll be able to drag click with this mouse. I was indeed able to spam very well in Counter-Strike. There is no harsh feedback or harsh bounce back from the clicks that makes that introduces a small delay while spamming. It's not there. It's there in X2 series. That's what I'm mentioning. Moving forward, the last thing that's left is skates. One word, bad. If you're anywhere an enthusiast level, you will anyways change it. If you are a newbie purchasing your first mouse as this one, I recommend you do change it. It costs 200 rupees or $2.5 to $3 now for 20 dots. It'll last you easily 1 year if you use a cloth pad. So anyways, getting back to skates, are you able to notice? I'll just reflect some more light on this. So yeah, are you able to notice the plastic positioning being highlighted beneath the skate as well? Here you might be able to notice it now. The reason why it's happening is the skate itself is, I think, very thin. I didn't take it out, I didn't measure it, but I think this is very thin. And even after that, this is not pure PTFE. This is some kind of a mixture. and we noticed basically, oh sorry, this is default skits, I don't have it now, but we basically noticed translucent to pure white colored PTFE feet. Even after that, in while gaming, I felt these were a little slower as well. It's because they are not of that quality, and I also believe these will scratch very soon. I think you'll be able to notice one scratch already on this unit. Move to dot skits and live your life peacefully. I believe everything has been covered for this mouse. If I missed anything, I apologize, because this is my one of my first review videos on camera. So yeah, if you have any feedback, please do give it to me in the comments. Where do you want to purchase this mouse? I have a store, as I said in the start, extro.gg. I have a couple of units remaining, and we also do pre-orders, so you can buy it from us. No discount, buy it at full price. Thank you.